Hey guys, what's going on? It's Raven once again, and in today's video we are doing another custom figure review, and this time it's on the almighty, all-powerful Desert Punk. If you haven't watched the road review, which it looks like a lot of you haven't, you should watch it. I made this Desert Punk figure from a Black Series Guavian Enforcer figure from The Force Awakens, and really this was just a lot of figure bashing. Wasn't a lot of sculpting like on my Mandalorians. This one was pretty easy. I did make the sunshade from a pit droid head. I did sculpt the helmet, just a big block of putty. These are polycaps from Gundams. This is the original gun from the Guavian Enforcer with some piping and a little bit of sculpting. And then if I could take this off here, to be honest, this is not really his cape. I just added that just randomly. This is probably how I'll be displaying the figure with his sunshade and do-rag. The vest here is actually the Guavian Enforcer belt. I removed the pouches here, and I moved them up, and then added some more pouches from the Val figure. Behind here is a wire, so this is posable, so you can move it around, and I'm covering up those little things that had the whatever it was, chest piece or whatever. This is from the Val figure. It's the pistol holster, cut a hole in it. This is a knife from a Gundam. And then everything else was painted. Oh, and then of course, wouldn't be Desert Punk without his AC unit and winch backpack, which does rotate, so you can actually pull the winch out if you'd like. And then we have AC hoses going to the back of his helmet, so he stays nice and frosty cool while he's being the badass of the desert. And that's about it. This was a pretty simple custom, but it came out really well, and I'm really proud of it, and I think it definitely looks like Desert Punk. I think this is a more badass version of Desert Punk, in my opinion. I tried to make it more realistic because he's going to be going in the diorama with, you know, Fallout figures and maybe Fist of the North Star and stuff like that. So I wanted him to I wanted it to fit in, but still basically look like Desert Punk. There's a lot of removable things on this figure. Now the sunshade is removable. Basically, all it is just a brass rod in there, and it looks really crappy inside because it's really hard to sand inside this rounded edge, but you don't see that. Now I know people are going to look at this and go, oh, the sunshade is not accurate. Yes, I know it's not. This was the original edge to the pit droid helmet. I just decided to paint that red, and then this is a letter O from a little sticker letter thing that I have, and I painted that red, and that's the thing. This really should be down here. Actually, this red band should be above, and then there should be separation, and then this one, but I didn't do that. I should have, but I didn't. I just went with the design I had already from the pit droid helmet, so that's what that is. And then I have the his do-rag, which is just a piece of t-shirt cut up, put a hole in it to put into the brass rod, and then that goes into the blowhole there on the top of the helmet. And then as you can see, he does have Zaku pipes, and they are his AC hoses, and they do come out. They're not glued in or anything, so you can take them out if you want, if you don't want to use them, you know, whatever. I think he looks really cool without his helmet. He looks like a scavenger. Came out really well, I think. Let's look at the shotgun, because that's one of Desert Punk's weapon he's known for, besides loving boobs. I'm more of an ass man myself, but, you know, I can understand his problems. This is a shotgun. It's a bit shinier than his actual shotgun. I used gunmetal and metallic brown. And like I said, this is just 2 PVC pipes. This is putty, and so is this. Keep it all together. And then I realized that I forgot to paint the end of the barrel, so good job, Raven. And like I said, this part is the gun that he came with, so that worked out pretty well. And he does have this knife here. This is from a 1/100 Strike Gundam. And I guess he holds it well. I haven't tried yet, to be honest. He'll probably never hold it, but I've never seen his... Has he ever used his knife in the show? I don't think he has, but there you go. Holds a knife just fine. And then that just goes back in the makeshift holster. And this was glued on there with E6000, and so is the pouches. So this is going to be a pretty short review. I mean, basically, that's it. This is Desert Punk. I will be making a Junko figure that will be made from another Val figure that I have. It's going to be interesting because I'm going to have to sculpt big boobies. So that will be a funny road to review. So look out for that. I will be working on the diorama at some point. And I'm really excited about this. This came out really well, and I'm happy to have a 6-inch Desert Punk figure that looks completely badass. Because Desert Punk is the badass of the desert. So if you guys are wondering how I made the figure, you know, you want to see in depth, watch the road to review, guys. It helps me out, and you know, you can kind of see some process. The only other thing that I did to this figure that I guess I didn't mention is I did do a black wash. Since it is a apocalyptic themed display, I figured, you know, obviously Desert Punk's not going to have clean clothes, you know, all the time. So I did do some wash everywhere, basically. And it was annoying because when I make wash out of tester's enamel with enamel thinner, and for some reason the enamel thinner kept thickening the paint. It was really weird. Come to realize that the little red plug stopper thing was broken, so it like dried out. So I had to use another bottle of enamel, and then finally I was able to do it right. And he came out really good. He looks dirty, like he's supposed to. I was originally going to paint the shin guards white because they're supposed to be socks. I decided not to, and I decided just to go ahead and paint them the same color as the sunshade. And I think it looks good. It doesn't have to be 100% accurate. I like it, so... and then I just painted this wire red because why not? And then the colors I used was desert yellow for the jumpsuit, khaki for the gauntlets, boots, and the knee pad. And then this and the sunshade is desert yellow mixed with some white to make it lighter. And I used silver ribbon buff on the helmet, gunmetal on the hoses, like I said on the gun, and then metallic brown for the other secondary pieces. So, and then because I was lazy, I used Gundam marker on the knife because why not? Freaking allergies! Alright guys, so that's going to be it for this review, short and sweet. I'm really proud of this figure. I'm excited to do Desert Punk's main squeeze Junko, and in my diorama, he'll actually be with Junko, you know? Not like stupid blue balling us in the anime all the time. Poor Desert Punk's trying to get laid, and he keeps getting screwed over. That's not going to happen in my diorama. Desert Punk's, he's going to get the big tatas. And we're just going to forget that he has a child apprentice that he's trying to bang. We're just going to forget about that part. It's not necessary. It's not important to the story. We don't need to know that. So let me gear the Demon of the Desert back up. I was thinking of also doing a sniper rifle that he loves so much, but maybe I'll do it later, just to like have it sitting next to him. If you guys haven't seen Desert Punk, if you're into like raunchy, like comedy, like, I don't know, it's a really funny show. It's funny and it's really for adults, and the ending sucks though, so don't expect a good ending. That's one thing I can say. They ended it early. But what are you going to do? That happens to a lot of anime. Just look at Gantz. Say no more. Hopefully they release a new anime with G Gantz. That's another thing I want to do. I want to do a Gantz diorama. I want to do the ball with the human inside, and that would be really cool. Alright guys, let me know what you think of this in the comments down below. Like, subscribe if you want to see more cool figures and stuff like that. I will be doing some Yu-Gi-Oh! Stuff in the future like I used to do because they finally released all the support for Dark Magician, and I came in my pants.
Oh, there's a party in my pants and everyone's coming!
And, So I'm happy to finish that deck, and I've been meaning to show. I actually did record the Cosmo deck, but then the ban list came out and it like destroyed my build, so I scrapped the video. So I'll be doing an update of that. So people that watch my channel for Yu-Gi-Oh, don't worry, there will be Yu-Gi-Oh stuff. But figures what I'm doing now, and I have a bigger project that I'm doing. I am converting a 1990 300 ZX into a twin turbo, and I will be doing all the interior work, and my buddy will be doing all the mechanical work, and we will be collaborating, and that will be on the channel. That will be a car. It's my car. Ooh, blue. That will be on the channel. That is my car that I'm working on. It is a project of mine, so look out for that. So a bunch of cool stuff on the channel. Always, like I said, creative stuff will always be on this channel. Projects that I'm working on at the time. If you would like to inquire about a possible commission on a figure or a prop, just send an email to Zeonremnants@yahoo.com and let me know what you would like and the price you think you're willing to pay, and I'll let you know if I can do it. And until then, ladies and gentlemen, keep being creative, go into the wasteland, discover rare things, make money, and screw people because they suck. Until next time, Zeke, Zeon!
Start with one circle, add one more circle, then add one more big circle, then a raincoat blowing in the wind. Well, don't forget about the sunshade now.
This part is blackest in the desert. This part is black.
Shotgun is what he's gonna use, and then you've got yourself a Sunoco zoo. He's on the run again. Just one more day and you'll see.
Start the job.
He won't stop till tomorrow comes.
He won't stop until he gets the girl. Until he gets the girl.
Look at that girl! Risking your life is what you do, what you do. It's what you do.